Hi guys, welcome to our live video. Timboridza music. Hi. Hi Simba, hi B. Hi guys, ini ndinonzi Faith ndiri pano SIS MELLY today per live because we are going to be discussing about my topics a youth and then tichaitawo caller manje. Saka play your music in the meantime. Hi guys. Thank you, Chenmei Mudzingi. Hi guys. Kasonga kandinokada guys. Gosh. Hi guys. My youth kandai my likes nema love kana muripo. Hi talent, thank you for joining us. Aiwa, izvo singori zvema youth chete, vabereki futi muri invited because nyaya dzatiri kutaura apa dzinenge dzichinvolvawo vabereki. Ini ndini Faith. Aiwa, everyone tiri kumuda pano because tinenge tichidiscusswa nyaya dzinoinvolva nevabereki. All ages are allowed pano. Hi Lindsay. Well, nasi tukutaura about my youth. Topic yachataura nezvayo ma relationships edu nevabereki vedu, so stay tuned. Regai ndikwidzire music. Makuinzwa ere music. Hamusi kunzwa music. My youth anotangira pa 14 years chikwidza kusvika 25. Hi Bothwell. Indinonzi Faith. Okay, takamirira kola wedu saka tiri kumboridzawo music. Ari kuuya na6. Hi Joyce, I'm fine, how are you?
Zu einem perfekten Essen gehört romantische Stimmung.
Topic ndokuexplain zviri kuitika. Alright, before kola wedu auya tichange chitaurawo about marelationships edu nemaparents. Like kana chitasonyedze kuti isusu nevabereki vedu hatikwanisiwo kutaura about zvimwe zvinhu. Munofunga kuti chii? Like isusu vamwe vana vanenge vachitya vabereki vavo because vanenge vachiti mubereki wangu akazonzwa chinhu chakadai anondirowa kana kudii. Saka imi munonzwa sei? Munonzwa sei? Toda kuzwa macomment. Vabereki muripo here? Chimbota. Ina handigoni kutamba idi. Kana paine ada kukola in ndichapinawo number apa. Kana paine munhu anoda kukolawo in based on that topic, ndirupina number dzangu apa. Okola in. Ndinonzi Faith. Hey guys, kola in. Topic yedu ndeyekuti inonzi chii? Isuwa sevana tinofanira kutya vabereki vedu here kana kuti tinofanirawo kuitawo mabest friends nevabereki vedu? Because vamwe vedu isusu tinenge tichityawo vabereki vedu because tinenge tichiti dad vanorova kana kuti mama vanorova. Saka nda kunzwa kuti munoti chii mimi? Kola itinzwe. Hi Patience, hi Lynn. Hi Getty. But it's like a music. Thanks, Gigi. Kola wedu ari kuzoya later on musikana ari HIV positive and she's going to be sharing a story nesu kuti what exactly happened and how she's pulling through. Hello, hi guys.
Heute ist der große Tag. Wir haben so hart trainiert. Gemeinsam werden wir das schaffen. Also geht raus und holt euch euer Seepferdchen.
Jetzt mitmachen bei der Seepferdchen-Aktion. Nivea-Produkte für 9 € im Kassenbon hochladen.
My Jaden, I agree with you.
Jetzt teilnehmen auf nivea.de.
I wish our parents could stop being uptight. Guys, hapana da kukola inere. Kola itimboitawo conversation patopic iyoyo yevabereki vari uptight. Hi Ruti. Hello. Uri kufona uchibva ku live here?
Live like.
Oh. Okay, pane mumwe ari kupinda uyu. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. I was actually on Facebook and I saw that you're live and you're speaking about the relationship between parents and their kids, right?
Yes, that's what we are talking about.
Okay. All right. I'm actually a youngster myself, just like you. And I wanted to know, okay, see, right, since you said maybe we should talk about things that our parents should do so that we are able to open up to them, right? Yes. Okay, for example, like when you have, that kind of father that is very uptight or the kind of mom that is uptight. One thing, because they think that we are supposed to, respect them, right? They are making a mistake of making us fear them instead of respect them. I think maybe, I don't know, as a youngster, you can say that, okay, at your age, I think you can reason, could see our parents, we are supposed to respect our parents rather than fear them, because the moment we are afraid, the moment we are afraid, we end up making mistakes. And at the end of the day, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I understand you very well.
So, I don't know, I would love to suggest to our parents out there, whoever who is a parent, they do the thing, I think they're really making a mistake. They must actually make the kids be comfortable with talking to their parents. Like, your parents is supposed to be your best friend, which you are able to tell them anything that happens, because you can't tell them what's going on. Like, for example,
Exactly.
Vasikana ngithemba ukuthi ngana unozothi unotanza ayithanda umuntu athi usizwara mwana uzizwa ukuthi mwana akhe azwara mwana akhe apha. And the reason is because she was afraid to speak up, because do you understand me?
Yes, I understand you, and of which is very true, because this is vabereki vedu, and then we end up doing things
Yes. True. Of which you are open with your parents, whatever that happens, every step of the way, be it if you're open up, which you can my parents are going to tell you know what, mom, this is what is going on, and your mom is able to sit down with you and talk to you about it. I think it's a good idea. I mean,
it is.
I was just saying. I don't know. I was just saying, because I've had friends around me, basically, and I've seen, because of the fact they've ended up taking the wrong turns. One with the resources to drugs, one with they have kids now, of which they say, if I had the ability to tell my mom or my dad this is what was going on in my life, maybe I wouldn't have reached a certain stage. Because some kids, some of them, they tend to run away, from home. Some of them is because you can't bring up the fact of, okay, mom, this is the guy I'm dating, because what's going to happen next?
I could definitely a good date. You cannot even talk to your parents about a person that you are dating.
That's true. And you can go to whatever my wine. Rather, okay, fine. Do this, don't do that. You can do this. Etc. My parents, I've seen modern parents. I want to see this guy you're dating. I just make a mistake. You know, that kind of thing. I think it's better that way. I mean, someone who is growing up, at least my mom is a little bit modern. I'm just saying. I mean.
I that's also my opinion. I mean, how do they think? Children should stay in their lane.
Okay, let me just say that on that point. I understand that the kids will stay in their lane. Yes, sure. We need to have a limit. Do you understand? I'll find who's over, but as a child, quite friendly. Okay, let's think about it. I've been looking at your YouTube videos. And tell you, okay, for example, I was almost raped, but I got raped, but I was not able to tell my parents because I knew they would not take it. They'll think, now. How many people have come to me and told you that? Parents, yes. And if the mother or the father was very, very friendly with their child, they would have gotten to know from day one and stop it if they could. Most boys are committing suicide because they're depressed and they cannot speak to their parents. I don't know.
Exactly. Saga, when you went through this, what did you do?
I never did, actually. I never did. It's something, I don't know, I've always been optimistic, but it's something that I've seen with my friends. I had, this person, we're not that related though, but I know her from college. So we later find it out with some things were happening in her life which she could not disclose. But her friend was the one who told her after her death, this is what happened. She was very, very stressed out. And I don't remember the last day we saw her at college. She didn't seem like herself. But because she was not someone I got very close to, I didn't say much. I just asked her, how are you? And it's so hard. Let's say, for example, it's so hard with the what's the problem and what not.
Exactly.
So with this girl, I later find it out. I told her she had an issue and she could not speak to her mom because of the fact mom is very strict. I mean,
and I also think kuti vabereki unoziva, for example, kana mwana wechisikana, a best friend should be mai vake, but vamwe vana mai vanenge vasingadi kuapproachwa nedzimwe nyaya.
Thank you. You said the best. As a girl, your best friend should be your mom, and as a boy, your best friend. Because okay, you can say no, my friends. You talk to your friends. My friends sometimes are backstabbers. Our friends are the ones that are pushing us into drugs. Our friends are the ones that are teaching us the wrong things. But if I open up to you as my mom, and I know that as a mother, you want the best for me, I'm listening to share. So I don't know.
Exactly.
And I was just raising my points, and I'm glad you see the same way that I do. And then anyway, let me get back to what I was doing, and thank you so much for opening this topic up.
Okay, I thank you for calling in.
You're welcome, dear.
Okay. Slick says, Kola, you are wrong. What do you mean? Are you wrong, papi? Okay, we have Panimonarda phone in. Let me call her back. I'm just going to call her back in. Oh, up. Okay. Slick, why do you think our caller is wrong? Because a child's best friend should be mbereki wake. Those no fana kuitika, because kana mbereki asingazivi what their child is up to. And also later say if something happens to that child. Why would parents take their daughters for family planning, encouraging in acts that are for married couples? Emika. Barbara Rag. Okay, panyema family planning. Inini I would say kuti mbereki anofana kuendesa mwana wake ku family planning, because izvozvo zvinodzivirawo kuzobatira nhumbu. Because at times vabereki munofunga kuti isu sema-youth, munofunga kuti ma-youth they cannot indulge in sexual activities, but as much as you think that they don't is as much as they do. So it's actually better to avoid that in future. That's what I think. Munofunga kuti most mothers think what they do, their children can do the same. That's why they're very protective. Guys, call in. TINZWEIWO, your thoughts. D. Jakata. Okay, pano tiri kutaura about my problems in my youth. Tiri kutaura about my relationships ari pakati pedu nevabereki vedu. Why should us children be afraid of vabereki vedu? Because at the end of the day, mbereki anofana kunge ari best friend yako. And that's what I think. Because for example, kana munhu azotiza kumba, mbereki anoziva kwekutangira, kana asingazivi kuti ane friend, ane boyfriend or anything like that. Because in most cases mwana anotanga kuenda kuboyfriend kana ari kuda kutiza kumba. And see, young ladies, please have standards. Save yourself for marriage. Your husband will respect you more. We have a caller coming in. Okay. Hello.
Hello, Faith.
Hello.
Okay, I was following the live story, my parents' relationship with the daughters.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Tendo. I'm a 27-year-old. And wanted to highlight a few points. Kuti generation yanasi nekudara yasiyana. Our generation, people are a bit experimental. And the best people to guide us are our parents.
Exactly.
We don't talk to anatete like they used to do kudara.
Exactly.
So right from you find out kuti there are kids who are starting to indulge in sexual activities from the age of 18. And yes, let's get things straight. Apana bereki anoda kuti azive kuti mwana wake is what? Is fornicating before, or doing anything of that sort, right? But it can't be avoided. So when you notice kuti mwana wako akukura, I think it's best pakarimesopazo kuti tendo inzwa. If you sleep around, you might get sick, you get pregnant, chakati. In the event that you decide to do so, there are contraceptives. Let me know your boyfriend. Get tested. Sex education is required in this day and age, in this generation especially. Because that's why people end up aborting or vachitiza kuchikoro tinoona vakomana vavo. Because our parents are a bit too strict. And tinofurirana kumaclassroom kuchikoro. Kuti ukadai so, do this, do that. But it's based on advice comes from our parents because they know best. And they all advise us, really right. And secondly, our parents love to compare and copying what happens.
Exactly.
Kutikana my Peter, careful Peter, 2 o'clock. They also want to enforce those rules. Pamba power. And I think pressure. Kuti Peter, so Peter engineer, Peter who pass, arukwana my A's every day, every year, pass my certificates, my trophy, my awards, and you now want to force Michelle to tell the same thing. Maybe Michelle is good in my practicals, food and nutrition, fashion and fabrics. I also go to because they're strict. I'm not going to fail. Whereas if the parents are open, they say, Mama, you know what? I think I'm actually much more flexible in doing these other practical courses. Let me enroll poorly, or let me do something. Because you could actually and but some parents actually lash out and insult them. We are lazy, we don't fall,
Exactly.
It all comes down from communication with Mama. I can't do this, but I can do this. Can you support me in this dream? Because A, B, C, Aramba. Let me try what? Let me try X, Y, Z. But one way, we just blow things out of proportion. They're just so very unapproachable.
They are not, especially when it comes to choosing a career path. You cannot.
Exactly.
Kana wakutaura kuti uri munhu anda kuitawo zvinhu zvinoita nezveart, ivo vachida kuita engineer, they start lashing out at you.
And you keep repeating O-level yacho chimonyora mamezi uchifela uchingwana mazet vachingoti verenga uchaita chete uchagona pasa and you don't want to meet people halfway. So I think if you break that barrier and they understand good generation yedu yasiyana nekudhara, it would be good. And they should be a bit soft on us. They should love us. We children were lacking love from parents.
Exactly.
They think kuchikiwa irudo. No. I'd love my kids kutoka waka their first boyfriend or a guy they like. They open up, Mama, I just saw this guy that I like. So this and that is happening. Let me get to know what's happening in my kid's life.
Exactly.
Mama want to go for a movie to town. Okay, when I go to watch, okay, it's fine. Let me give you money for what? For transport. But your curfew is 5 o'clock. We're meeting each other halfway. I know where my daughter is, and I'm okay. If I want to pick it up, I'll just go quite notice the girls of Tora. But we end up lying. We go to the library. In boyfriend.
Exactly.
Exactly. Whereas we can be, I'm going to the park, I'll be back home at 5 o'clock or at 4 o'clock. But we're being open. And I'll never ever make a mistake because I know what she apana chandrukla say chandruku. And that's why other kids when they go to university why go astray zvisingaiti kunge huku yavhurirwa mudamu in their vawana freedom because kwaunogara hakuna freedom. Now they are college, they are miles away from home. They party till 5 o'clock. They are doing drugs. They are sleeping around because that's what they never experienced back at home.
Exactly. And I really agree with you on that point. Because kana wino mbereki ari uptight, paunobuda kunze uko unoita mawani. You will do everything.
Una mwana 4 years takwana hana degree akachira mamodules ese and you wonder why your daughter or your son was busy partying and sleeping around, no degree, visa yato expire asina kana chaita akudzoka kumba and then monyara futi kuti mwana wandinyadzisa. The blame is always on the kids. They don't want to accept when they are wrong. And our parents also think when we approach them, mama, I didn't like the way you addressed me. I think you hurt my feelings. I'm approaching nicely. Good mama, on Tuesday, I don't think I like the way you talk to me. Next time, madai. But no, they don't want to listen because in their heads, they are always right.
Yeah, and they will see that as disrespect.
Yes, exactly. As disrespect. It's not, yeah. So I think our communication should be very open and our parents should just try and loosen up and understand people are exposed to social media, panima Facebook, panima WhatsApp, panima YouTube. We're getting exposed to all sorts of things, just good and bad. And they should try and know what's happening in our lives so that they can try and monitor and just guide us.
I agree with you.
Yeah. So our parents should they should love us. We need love. We need love. Love is all we need. And it's what we are looking at home. They should try and love us. They should love us. They should understand us. They should meet us halfway. Exactly. And things will flow.
Exactly.
Especially religious parents. But then I could church via don't have any problem. Don't go to everything. It just has to be biblical. I think they should just tone down on that too. Yeah, those are just my 2 cents. Coming from a teenager, and I think most of the mistakes that we make could have been avoided if we were close to our parents. Because of my problems and we get depressed. Yet we have parents right under our roof, but we can't even approach them because
exactly. Vanenge vachiti you have all you need mba muno.
Jobs are hard to find. You have your degree at home, you have a certificate. You're not trying hard enough. Look for a job. I'll CV. Yeah, they don't know. You try and send CVs each and every day. They're looking for a plan B. But that's not what we want to hear. When you're it's gonna be fine. Let's keep trying. Let's keep pushing. Let me see your CV. Get it right here. Let me see your cover letter. Let me try and help you here and there. But no, they don't. All they do is shout with no solutions and no meeting us halfway. We just need love. That's all we need, and support.
I agree with you. Saka ma viewers muri kunzwawo what our caller has. Imi munotaura kuti because panapa pane vanhu vari kuti inonzi chi children should stay in their lanes. What do you think about that?
staying in our lane. Definitely we'll stay in our lane. There's a difference between our parents and a friend. I don't know how to say because to be disrespect. But you also want to try and be friends with them. You should be free. Open.
Exactly.
And in that way, we'll stay in our lane. But some parents think, mama no say you have to disrespect. But fear is what they want. That's their own definition of respect. Yet it's not the case. When they get home, their kids disappear and go to their bedrooms. Because pamba, Mamuka say, Masora say,
that's okay.
That's the conversation that we have at home. Mamuka say, Masora say, that's it. Ipago is not staying in your lane. It's plain fear. That's the
Yeah.
Even you can even hide your report because
no rowa.
Mwanangu kuwafela English future kunetsa asune problem here cheta na extra lessons abadi wakutoridzwa mpama chaiyo apana chinobuda
apana
chinobuda. And nenyaya ye-comparing, when the more they compare us, the more they reduce our self-esteem. Depending on comparing, they're actually trying to make you feel bad. Then we're comparing, they're trying to motivate you. Look at Manani, that's great. Can you try and see what I would say? Then even comparing they're actually regretting having you as Moana because they feel like you've disappointed them enough.
Exactly.
And that comparison, it kills us. We don't like it at all. Don't compare us because Vana Rafanan. And atifutaka fanana nekunzwa makuwa or opinion yevamwe vanhu ndio inokanganisa vabereki. They care more about what someone has to say.
Munhu asiri wemumba.
Asiri wemumba vanoda kunzwa zvitereke opinion yevamwe vanhu. Let them focus on their kids. Let them lay their own rules, and life will be fun. Abantu nakita ambato mutrama selfie tomborelaxa tichiona TV tichitokreka majokes pasina kana any secret. But some parents ndanahitana namusoni mumba muna kana mufaro ingori military ground.
All right. Just a short summary to those who are just coming in. We have a caller and we are discussing about the problems that we are facing with the relationship that we have between our parents and ourselves, because at times we are afraid to talk about things with our parents. Okay.
I think that's just about it. I can't do the comments because I don't know.
Okay. Okay, so guys, manzwo, what do you guys think? What would you guys say? Okay, well, thank you very much for calling in.
Right, thank you.
All right. Okay. So panevari kubva kupinda, topic yedu it's about my relationships between vabereki vedu nesu isusu, because at times tenge chichika vabereki vedu kutaura now about certain things, especially kana zviri something that has to do with my relationships. Guys, what do you say? Call in mutitaro my thoughts in you. Play music. And now we want to hear point of view yevabereki. Call in mutiudzewo kuti why zvakaita so. Imagine you and me chatting. Precious Daisy. Unfortunately, andinyatsigona kutamba ini. Parents, please call in. We would like to hear why you guys think we are disrespecting if we tried to open up to you. We would like to hear my views in you panya yedzakadai.
Vertrauen auf Sie bei Haarausfall Nummer 1 aus der Apotheke. Priorin Kapseln. Ihre natürliche Dreifachformel nährt die Haarwurzel von innen.
Mudaunzwa donodzo. Alright, regatis. Ja, please. Thank you, Trinity. Donodzura. Amaitali, can you please call me by WhatsApp pa number yakapinwa pa screen? Thank you, Trinity. Okay, so just a short caption. Panapa, patients and the others, we are here because we are discussing about my problems anoitika pakati pe my youth and their parents. And then our caller is going to be calling us very soon. And tinenge chitaurawo about her story. She's HIV positive. She's a motivational speaker, and then she's going to be talking to us about her story. aiwa isi challenge. Guys, kola ini mutudzi wamathoughts enyu. Agnes, pano tiri kutaura about my problems atiri kufesa sema youth because of my relationships edu nevabereki. Tinokunda pano tiri kutaura about my relationships between isu my youth nevabereki vedu.
Die besondere Zeit fordert ihre Haut heraus. Mineral 89 Hyaluron-Boost repariert die Hautbarriere mit 89% vulkanischem Wasser und Hyaluron. Feuchtigkeit spendend, stärkend, schützend. Mineral 89, an empfindlicher Haut getestet. Von Vichy. Nur für kurze Zeit. Eine Sonnenpflege gratis beim Kauf von 2 Produkten.
Kune vachiri kubva kusvika pano tiri kudiscuss about my problems edu nema youth atiri kufesa sema youth because of my relationships edu nevabereki. Is it okay kuti tikwanise kuita my best friends nevabereki vedu kana kuti vamwe vanozviona setaboo? Thank you, Sarah. Kola ndokuti kuite Patience mapusa. Aiwa hakusi kutonhora. Namba dzakapinwa pascreen ndedzekukola in kuti mutudzwa about my thoughts enyu zvamunofunga panyaya iyi. Thank you, Rosemary. Okay, our caller is going to join us very soon. Okay guys, our caller is here with us. Okay, Thelma is a motivational speaker, advocate for people living with HIV and an actress. Sakapano tukutaura about Thelma, who is a young lady that is living with AIDS, with HIV, and she's going to be talking about her story nas. Okay, ndikuedza kumufonera. Connection yake haisquit, but chakamumirira. Takamumirira Thelma. Okay, guys. Unfortunately, phone ya Thelma is kunyatsa kuconnecta. But we can discuss about something else. Thank you, Everisto Tuli. Okay, so guys, ndine imwe nyaya. Iyo nyaya yekuti ma birth control pills. Munofunga kuti chii about vabereki vasingaendisawo vana vavo kotora ma birth control? What do you think? Do you think kuti vana vachiri under age vanofanira kuendeswawo kunotora ma birth controls nevabereki vavo? Colin Mutunzo zvamunofunga. Everisto, call me pa number dzakapinwa pa screen. Okay, inini nyaya iripo ndeyekuti should kids vese vakutangawo kuenda through puberty, kune vasikana vari kutangawo kuenda kumwedzi, do you think it's okay kuti vaendeswawo kubirth control? Because ininiwo pane nyaya yekuti pandakauyawo kunoku ndakaonawo mwana ane 13 years achiti ndiri pabirth control, zvikandishamisa zvekuti, because isusu kuZimbabwe kwedu hatitauri nevabereki vedu panyaya dzakadaro. Of which birth control kana uchiri under age unofanira kuenda nemubereki unoritora. Saka imimi, do you think it's a good idea kuti mwana aende nemubereki wake kunotora ma birth control before it's too late? Rudo Chitseko says yes. Rudo, would you like to call in Utudzo about your opinion? Utudzo, kuti why you think it's okay kuti vana vaende opa ma birth control? Is here with us. Tinozo continue ne topic iyo kana tapedza. Okay, nasi tina Thelma pano. She's HIV positive. She is a motivational speaker, counselor, advocate, and an advocate for people living with HIV, and an actress. Okay, so Thelma is online with us. Thelma, can you introduce yourself to us?
Okay, good evening. Thank you so much for the opportunity. My name is Thelma Adibote Chuma. I am a motivational speaker. I'm a counselor and an advocate for people living with HIV. I've been living with HIV for the past 25 years, although I found out when I was 16. Oh. And it was quite tough, but I'm soldiering on.
Okay, and how exactly did you contract HIV?
My father was not sure, like when I found out. It was in 2010 when I was writing my O's. It was discovered that my mom had complications when I was born. So those complications led to me getting HIV.
Okay, and were you in that period? When exactly did you find out, and how?
I found out in 2010, before I wrote my O-level exams. I got sick at boarding school, and it was quite a tough period because I thought so because I'd been sick since I was young and all. So it was later discovered when I had to come back home from boarding school after some tests and all that I was HIV positive, and it was a tough pill to swallow, but I'm pushing through.
Okay, that's great. And but when you found out, how was your feeling?
I was shocked. I was angry because I was 16. I was actually preparing for my exams. I was actually getting ready to write my exams at boarding school and all. So it was so sudden. It was scary. It was confusing. It was painful. I had mixed emotions. I was confused. And all I thought is, why me? Because out of the three of us at home, I'm the only one who's positive. So it was it is very painful actually up to now. But I had to just accept it, and after a long struggle, and just keep on moving on with life. But then it was painful.
And how did you manage to push through? What did you do after you found out that you were positive?
After I found out, it was a phase where actually I was confused. So after a bit of counseling, like for months, actually years, because after then a lot happened actually. So then I can't say I want to lie. I didn't accept it there and then. It was after a long struggle, after a lot of counseling and support from family, friends, and counselors, and the people that got brought into my life. That's when I later it's something that I later just kind of accepted and turned my pain into something I wanted to inspire others to be able to push forward. Because yes, you might be positive, yes, Jaitika, but you can actually live a life that has a meaning, even though it's painful, even though it's traumatic at times. Because we find out in different circumstances and all. In some situations, and so in different cases, as you might have, we can push forward. We can actually make a lot. We can actually live a life with a meaning, even after finding out about the status and all. So I kind of found it in myself to know I cannot be a statistic. I can actually make something out of myself, even though I've got this condition and all. It does not define me, because it's a candid water. And it was a stage of my life where I was I was actually about to have my O-levels. That's what hurt me the most. And I was at the peak of my life where I'd pushed so much in my life. So it was that push factor. Even though I might not have supposed to pass my O-levels, even after so many trials, I can still make something out of myself.
That's right, and that's true. Saka, who did you turn to after you found out? You said you got tested. Where did you get tested? Did you get tested kuchikoro ere, or makaenda nevabereki wako to go and get tested?
I got tested when I came back home with my father. Then my mom had passed away. She passed away when I was 8. So then I was living with my dad. It actually was before he passed away too. So then he was there, and I got tested to That's when they found out that I was HIV positive.
Oh, and saka wakazoenda kunogara nani after you found out about your status?
I stayed with my family and my dad. It was I didn't love home. It was as if it was before.
Okay, wait, well, can you hold on a second? I want to tell these people what's going on. Okay, guys, we have Thelma on the line. She's talking about her situation, the situation that she found herself in. She was born HIV positive, and she only found out when she was 16. Okay, Thelma, I'm very sorry to hear that. That is very sad, but how did you manage to get through this situation? Okay, wakati people brought God into your life, but did you not have a certain point that you thought kuti, for example, pane vamwe vanhu vanofunga kuti vatochinja. What would you say to those people that feel like their life is at the end, is at the edge? What would you say to those people?
I would like to say to them, Kitty, yes, I know Shinurwata. I know it's hard to accept. Because I was once there. I once attempted to commit suicide so many times. You feel so alone. But the truth is, God is there for us. God is faithful, and God is actually closer to us than we think each and every steps of our lives. In each and every step of the way, and keep on pushing.
Thank you so much, and I hope people that can take Thelma's advice. So Thelma, in this process of trying to heal, how was it like? How was this process? Can you explain how you feel?
The process was painful because, as for my case, it was now actually double. Like, the pain was now much more intense. Because after I found out about my status, a year after, when I was 17, and like in the middle of the year, around July, I actually got sexually abused. So the trauma of finding out about my status and also getting sexually abused was... like, it was painful, and nobody understanding, nobody not knowing Kuti. I was living with my dad. I was also trying to cope with finding out about my status. Kuti was and all. And someone remember me, I can understand, Kuti didn't know how to react on all. And as for me too, I don't know who to turn to. As also a young teenager, and now also it's the status, as the sexual abuse. It was a lot. It actually took me a lot of years to actually be able to really come to terms with, okay, it's HIV. You can be able to take a step back and just let it go and be able to move on with your life. Could yes, it's actually abuse. This person did not. It might have hurt you, but you can actually be the winner there. It was painful up to now. I still deal with the trauma and all. But I can safely say that I'm winning the struggle. I'm winning the war one day at a time. Even with HIV, I take my medication. Even with the trauma, sexual abuse, it's like I can feel that I'm a survivor each and every day. It's as painful as it might be, because I still get the flashbacks on all. But one thing I know is, yes, I kind of want someone here, but I know Kudechi, I'm the winner here, because I might have said I can't put that on all, but I'm managing to push through the pain and everything. So, as painful as it was, I'm thankful God is there for me, my family was there for me, and even the support system that God put into my life from church, friends, and even the people in our accounts when I'm grateful. And so far, I can say I'm pushing through. I can't complain.
We thank God. And Inonzichi, did you know did you know the person who sexually abused you?
The person was someone on the like the same face, and so like they could have such evil intentions on all. And also the time that when you took advantage of me and all, I was also in a kind of in a bad state because I was actually almost getting into an asthma attack and as I was on my way home and all. So I think I got an advantage of Angotechi and then he took his chance and all. But I'm glad Kungotechi, I'm still out of it. I came out stronger and yeah, I'm pushing through even. I get the flashbacks now and then, but I'm glad I didn't let it pull me down even then as a Kotechi. I was still trying to cope with the state about my status. I'm glad it didn't get to me as far as I thought it was.
Sagao, did you report this person who was sexually harassing you? Or you decided to keep it to yourself?
No, we did report it because I got the court and all but we couldn't follow up because at the second hearing it didn't show up.
That's very sad. And Inonzichi, we have a comment here. I think that is something you would feel comfortable answering. It says, so now you are 25. Tell us ndapi ma challenges or kusangana nao pa ma relationships.
The truth is, it's quite hard actually because not everybody is open to dating a woman who's HIV positive. And what if they've got devious intentions? Like sometimes I'm not as open as other people are. What if they've got evil intentions? What if I chukufunga this and that? But some do care, but I've just noticed that most of them are conceited and all, and most of the time I'm also withdrawn because if you tell them about your status and all, are they really serious about really, really getting to know you, or I don't want to say 2 minutes, and of which with me, I would really want somebody who is in it for the long run. If they cannot take me for my the way I am, it's really hard. So far I've just been laying it low because I've noticed most of them 2 minutes, and most of them they now know that I'm an advocate. They are now more withdrawn because they know could I went public. But the moment they really know that's and all, and some just want the pretty face, but it's not really serious and all. So yeah, that topic is quite tough because not every guy would really want a lady who's HIV positive. It's quite a very sensitive topic. So yeah, I don't know.
Or have you ever been in that situation where you had to explain to a partner or the guy you are dating about your status?
Yes, I have.
You have?
I have so many times, and they disappear. Okay. And some, most of them just actually, okay, and they act so cool about it. And then after 2 or 3 days, they've blocked you, or they just appear from nowhere. And it's a one tough situation I've seen it happen most of the time. So I just learned to really take it slow because it's not one topic guys really want to hear about.
It is. I mean, it's like you, since your parents in general, since they did not tell you about your status, in those 16 years, were you on any sort of medication?
Yes, and those 16 years I had been taking medication for asthma because I had been getting attacks since I was so young. And now and then I'd get also eczema outbreaks, and the most severe was in Form 2. But before then, I never knew about my status.
So they did not give you any medication?
No, they didn't. Not for HIV, I didn't.
Okay. And okay, so I'm going to be reading my comments panel, and I hope you are free to answer them. Guys, if you have any questions for Elma, feel free to ask her. We have her online and she's open to answering your questions. Okay, someone says, what's her Facebook name? Daripina pa screen. And Thelma, could you tell us? Hello? Okay, I think network yake is sweet. The network is bad. Let me try to call her back. Thank you, Beverly. Thank you, Beverly. Okay. So now, unfortunately, Thelma is no longer online, but Thelma right now, Arkuita my online sessions, my one-on-one sessions for my HIV victims. We are going to be waiting for her in case she calls again. But she's doing my one-on-one online services. If you want to get in touch with her, she Facebook rake enda ripina pa screen up. That is her Facebook name, and the contacting details are also available on her page.
Hello?
Hello, Thelma. We had lost you.
I'm sorry about that. My network is acting up.
Oh, it's okay. Okay, I have a comment here. It says, how did your relatives take it?
Actually, they took it very well. I don't know. It was actually at first it was actually hard to swallow. They were shocked, but they've been supportive.
Very supporter.
Yes, very supporter, and up to now they're supportive.
That's great. And how did your friends take it? Do you have any friends that you lost because of your story?
Yeah, some friends do disappear. Some friends did disappear, and I did get new friends. Yeah, I remember I lost my best friend. We were friends since nursery school. And Equity was a friend, and I think the father found out and started acting cold and all. And then, yeah, from then I could just tell Equity. That was my first encounter with stigma in my face in Kweti Chica. We don't like you, but we don't want to tell you. Because some really like tell you in your face with their words, but with their actions and all. And she was my best friend since nursery school. And my visit before, actually, maybe it's because I told the mom and all, I'm not sure. So it was very cold. Like, I was shocked, critical, but it then dawned to me, oh, it's because I told the mother, and when he was not there, so he didn't take it lightly and didn't want me around his daughter. So now I'm going to, no, it's okay, it's life. And I've learned to really just be able to accept, because if you take it to heart, it really hurts, because lots of funga, lots of worries, and it's not worth it.
It is. It's not worth it. Kana wanhu accept for who you are, you cannot do anything about it.
That's true.
So you said you also have siblings that came out negative, HIV negative. How do you feel when you're with them, and how do they act towards you? Do you understand each other?
We do. We're actually very close. They're my motivational speakers. I'm the only girl and they're the boys. And yeah, they're my bodyguards. They're awesome. They're amazing. And at first I don't understand why. But as life went on, and me and my little brother, we've been close to Badiki. And the older one, when I found out, Angad University of South Africa. So also when he found out, it was also a shock on his part. But we've been close, and even now that he has passed away, we're actually getting closer. We look after each other. Like we know that, like the tumor trio in a crazy way, could we inseparable, even go up and all. It's amazing, but yeah, even HIV madness could not even bring us apart and all. It's amazing, because I thought Kudichi, since there is God, I would have actually didn't know, but would go and understand me and all, because it was quite scary when he passed away. But the boys and I have actually gone closer. Dad is gone, but we're still here, like through thick and thin. We watch out for each other and all. And God, I've seen how God is amazing through the boys and all. It's awesome.
Well, that's great, Thelma. I'm really happy for you, and I hope that other people that do not feel comfortable in talking about these things reach out to you. So can you tell us more about your motivational speaking? How did it start, and where are you at the moment?
With motivational speaking, actually, I was pushed when I did my first production Kurab Theatre. I think I'd been told the year before I've got a memory loss problem due to HIV, because I found out about HIV a bit late. So my memory, like sometimes I really forget stuff. So when I went to raps, I wasn't sure if I was going to really be able to act or play, because I would have to learn the script, which really came and what. But when I got there, like I was actually very nervous to actually join the team. But actually, what is good, I learn faster when I watch stuff than in the classroom. So I watched the other guys as they rehearsed and all, and that was one of my lines. Uncle, actually before opening show, like Parakatanga play, I actually got lines a bit late, but I managed to learn them. And before opening night, I was on point. And even the tricks, like an actor, it sold out. And before I felt like something was lacking. I wanted to give back to society. I wanted to be there for my youth. Could love does not end in chi. It does not end, like, because I could tell how my peers who are positive we would sometimes get depressed and all. Like the way I felt I could tell Kudichi I'm not the only one, and I wanted to show them sometimes it's not the end of the road. Sometimes there is always God will give us a way out of that dark corner and all. And that play was that perspective. I could tell God is saying, come on, you can make it. Yes, like they might laugh, you felt all over 4 times. You might have been raped, you might not have molested, you might have been molested, you might have HIV. Like you've been down, but you can really still get up and keep on pushing and watch and be there for others. And unfortunately, I found an editor online on Facebook who managed to tell my story. She did an interview of me that actually managed to reach out to so many people. From there, God has been doing his thing through that story. I managed to go for workshops with Pulp Week, with Pan-African Women's Coalition, with my belief with HIV. Like, I've learned a lot from those ladies. I've learned how to be an advocate from those ladies. And from there, I've grown to be a counselor, motivational speaker that I am today. And even the advocacy that I do online, even being Auntie Thelma from the kids Sunday school, and now I'm Auntie Thelma to everyone. It's amazing. So it's amazing how God does it. From that shy girl who could not talk when I was young, now I'm able to. I've told my story like at so many functions, Ignite Truth, at Upper Room. My last function was actually at the Shiro's function, where up to now, I'm still amazed I was able to speak at that function. But I've seen how God is amazing and how I'm able to my story can able to speak to people's lives in an amazing way. And I'm happy. And in me being a motivational speaker, it's my story being able to speak to people and in the way God intended it to be. So it's not me. It's God being able to minister to people through my story. I cannot say it's me because now wow and drama happened and the story of my life is speaking on its own, the way God wants it to be.
I agree, and I'm so glad. Yeah. I'm very happy about the things that you are doing because my youth mashoma ndaku come out about their status because mu society yedu nowadays, society yedu I don't know, it does not accept other people for who they are, especially panyaya dzakadai. A lot of people are very skeptical on this.
Yeah, so true. Yeah, you're very true. Like I've seen how people talk, like if they only knew how it's painful, because like for the youth, it actually is a very is because they're still coming out. Most of them do not know how they got HIV. Some of them meaning when angry mistake, and you call them names, even in the movies, even in my drama, like the ignorance is painful. If we could only be able to get the right information when we act the movie, or if we do not know, don't joke about it, because you're hurting so many lives. Even the ones cause of that statement, or cause of that movie, or cause of that joke or just passingly, which think what it's a WhatsApp message or it's a WhatsApp meme, but it's actually what pushing somebody to suicide or one of the periods. I think what what if they're talking, because it might feel as if we are talking about them even per chavo, and they'll actually think that their life is over. So as we do our stuff, as we make our stupid jokes, but let us also consider and how they would feel if it was your daughter, your son, or your mother and father was in that situation and they're seeing that joke or that article or that movie that you watch, that you think it's a harmless joke, that seemingly harmless joke can actually end someone's life.
Exactly. That's very true. And Saka, you are helping my youth. You are giving them motivational speaks. Is there anything that you also do in your life? How do you keep yourself sustained, and how do you sustain yourself?
I so far I've been doing online marketing, where I found a job as I market stuff, I market clothes, I market bills. I keep myself busy. So till my stuff starts working, I do what I can do. Like if they know they can do graphic designing online, they can work on it. Right now it's more about being smart, since we are in an era where COVID-19, we cannot go out there and do the normal jobs. So can we do what we can right now? So far I've been trying to online jobs till the COVID era is over. I can still push the babysitting. I'm a babysitter, I'm a child minder and all, and I still do one-on-one counseling, and I do online counseling too at times. If they would want to come, I still do online counseling. That I do for free. It's something that I noticed that so many people are affected by a lot of what cases in Angola, and it's something that I give back to society about. But other stuff, that's what keeps me busy. I market stuff on all online and all.
Okay. Well. Okay, Thelma, I have some comments here for you. I have some questions. Trinity says, so tell us, did you manage to do everything like Mabasa, act, and all of that? Did you manage to get jobs?
Yes, I did. I've been part of our 6 productions for acting, from Raps, Queen Visions, Tisu TV. I did Tisu TV last year. I did a sketch. I did a short film some months ago before the COVID era. I did. I did actually a couple of productions, and at the moment I'm part of the same place, also part of the acting team at same place, and hopefully, Mr. Matide will help us create something that's awesome too. So with acting, it's more of me being able to reach out, me being able to scout for jobs on my own, and it's amazing. Even on advocacy too, they reach out to me, and I'm also there to be the advocate that I'm supposed to be too. So yes, I do get jobs.
Okay. Okay. Tineng a question, Nanzi, about her memory. How is she going? Is it like a mental issue or something, or anything that is not affecting you? Does this affect you?
The memory issue, it doesn't affect me that much. It's something that I've learned to manage. I use memory aids. If it's my medication, I use alarms. If I know that I'm gonna forget, I jot it down, or I make sure that, like, I was taught to use memory aids, like by my psychologist when they found out. So I use memory aids. It's nothing serious actually. I've learned to cope with it. If it's my lines at acting, I know my cue points. I learn my lines like all over and over again, and I get them, like know them note by note. I'm able to learn my lines and the person I'm acting before, who's acting before me. That will help me remember my lines. So I've learned to be able to cope with that, and so far so good. It doesn't stop me from being me. So you shouldn't worry, guys. It's something that I've managed to tame actually.
Okay, I'm very proud of you, to be honest, because in our youth it's quite difficult to be this strong as you are.
It's God's doing. I just pray and God helps me cope with it.
Hello, yes, I'm still here. So Thelma, well, so would you like to say anything to us? Or if you guys have some questions for Thelma, keep on asking. She's open to answer any questions from you. Is there anything you'd like to say to us?
I'd like to say, guys, HIV is not the end of the world. Like, look at me right now. I'm 25, 26 next month, actually. So, okay, yeah, I know finding out today or like last week would be scary. Trust me, I know it is. It's scary, it's frightening, and a lot of thoughts in your head. But trust me, you can overcome. The God that got you this far did not make a mistake. It's the same as flu now and then that you knock down and that you don't food or garlic.
Hello? Okay, Tinema network problems. But she'll get back to us as soon as